GC here, and we're back for comics time. First off, we have Prophet Earth War number 1. I binge read the last 8 issues just to catch up so I can read this, and the last 8 issues has been great. Tons of action, a lot of character development in terms of just coming to terms with themselves. And also this one is getting ready for the war and just figuring out what's going to happen. And I really don't know. It's always been troubling to how to describe Prophet in each of these videos, because a lot of things happen, and I enjoyed it. I love the art, it's great, it's been consistent, and the story is just whacking out of the world, the world building, the aliens, so much. I definitely will reread this entire thing, because Prophet has been great, and yeah, can't wait for the next issue. Issue number 54, 6 more issues, guys. This was a hard issue to read. I mean, Amelia, what's gonna happen next? And it's just seeing how Tony is just so conflicted with how the fat guy is. I mean, it's just they just can't get along. And now this happened, and this is like the stakes are high, and Tony's working as normal, but he's just really trying to figure out what's happening, and it's just, I don't know. It's heavy stuff. Can't wait for the next issue. Saga 33, we have those 2 reporters back again, and holy smokes, the Will is freaking back. And that's just great. Wonder how that happened. Did I miss his return? I don't remember him being returning, but something happened to him. He was rescued. That's all I remember. And reporters are roped in, and now they work with freaking Will. So that's gonna be intense. Can't wait for the next issue. It's just like these sides just jumping around all these things. It's just interesting how, despite the jumps, I'm still consistently reading it. I remember what happens, so it's just great stuff. I mean, this could have so easily be one of those, what was happening last issue, but it didn't do that here. And I think it's simplistically enough that you remember what happens, but yet it still has that kick to it. So anyway, can't wait for the next issue. Rick and Morty, number 10. A lot goes here. It's the family dynamics, chemistry, growth, and Jerry screw things over. And it was great to see Jerry back in our own timeline to chill out with that weird Rick. So, I mean, everyone's happy, I guess, in some ways. They go back to their worlds, but it's just like, all that growth, and it's just that turmoil, a Rickless world, and Morty becomes that. It's just like, whoa. Heavy stuff. But as always, can't wait for the next issue. Southern Bastards number 13, it is game day, and it was just great to see some football action, and to the coach, just crazy. It's interesting to come back to the game after all these issues of just side stories, and it was just like, oh, wow, the coach is nuts, and it's intense. Great art as usual, and the story seems like I'm getting to know a different side of him, as in he really cares for these games, and I think it's new. I mean, I don't know, 13 issues, it's becoming muddled again. But I enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next issue. Daredevil number 3. A lot of action here. Blind Spot does his crazy stuff. Daredevil sort of shows his weakness, that he's thinking too much. And then Ten Fingers pulls that move and is like, whoa, what's going to happen next? I mean, it's a pretty impactful issue. I mean, we get characters. We get to know where they're coming from. Just to know them more and seeing how they fit with one another. And now Matt is sort of screwed over at the lawyer's office. Wonder what's going to happen to that, because he's not doing what he wants. But it's just like interesting how it mirrors the whole balancing issue of Matt Murdock and Daredevil. What's going to happen next? Daredevil is taking over his life, sort of thing. But anyway, I look forward to the next issue. Next up, all new Wolverine number 4, Doctor Strange action. So we get some crazy mythical beast thing action there, and then we get an Ant-Man introduction. Or not even an Ant-Man, more like an ant suit. Nothing really happens here. I mean, it's just action, fighting, talking about where they come from, their chemistry together. It's like interesting. I mean, I haven't seen Doc Strange in a while, so it's interesting to see how he's shown here. And then him being a surgeon and all, just like, I can't do anything. And then also just getting to know more of their clones and where they're coming from. And then, yeah, interesting stuff. Not that much, but, I mean, I'm up for the next issue. So, new book, Cry Havoc, number 1. I mean, it's interesting stuff. We have a Cameron Stewart cover. It sort of was crazy and thought that it was written by Cameron Stewart, but it's Simon Spurrier. And it's interesting. I mean, this mythical beast power sort of thing and the world that she's living in. I'm curious enough to continue. And the art, I mean, for me, it's fine. The paneling is interesting. Color usage is interesting as well. I mean, I'm fine with sticking around. though it's a $4 comic, so I don't know. Might be not that crazy about it, but I don't know. I don't know what to say really, because I mean it's a cool concept, this whole beast changing sort of factor and the whole world behind it all. But it's like, do I really need to read this sort of thing? So yeah, who knows? We'll check out next issue and see then. East of West 24, we have this announcement from that weird guy with the building, like, I don't know, this monster stuff, and he builds all these weird stuff, and then finally we see Def. Haven't seen him in a long time, so it's just great. And just them seeing all these different worlds and where each of these major players are, it's just great fun. And yeah, I mean, it's just great. Wolf and Crow is here. They're always awesome. I wish you could see them more because they're awesome. I want them to come back. And seriously, I missed the vibe that I got from like the first, I don't know, 5-6 issues of East of West. It's been 24 issues now. The scope is huge, and definitely, like I always say, deserves more of a detailed read, but I'm reading it issue by issue. I mean, it has been picking up, so that's always great. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because it's going to be a crazy showdown with all these characters. Who knows, but can't wait for the next issue. Next up, we have the Spire, number 6. Another Simon Spurrier, the guy that wrote Cry Havoc. I mean, it reminds me that Spire wasn't that amazing in the first issue, and it picked up a bit for me anyway, but so I may stick around. But anyway, we have this issue, number 6, and it's just crazy. I mean, this world building and these crazy people, just what stakes are gonna go to, and it just like, these crazy people. Crazy people. I mean, using animals for the stuff that they produce is just like, man, that's messed up. So just seeing more of the world building, these crazy cults, and yeah, I mean, cool with it. Can't wait for the next issue. Old Man Logan number 1, he has returned back to, I don't know, the all new different world of Marvel, and it's great. I mean, I forgot that was written by Jeff Lemire, so that's gonna be interesting as well. Sorrentino is the artist from the last, before Secret War sort of thing. Great stuff. Action sequences are great. The coloring's great. Storyline's interesting as well. I mean, it goes back and this deals with before the whole collide of the worlds. And now he's sort of just changing the world as he see fit in terms of just saving his future sort of thing. Because now he became into a time where it's before everything that just fell out of place and everything, save his parents, save his family sort of thing. So he's going to hunt down people, so that's going to be interesting stuff. And next issue, definitely looking forward to that. Ringside number 3, another great issue, with just like really great character and just moments and just reality, just great stuff. And it's just seeing them come to terms with things. It's like, are you really going to cry now? Or just the whole, I love this one line where it talks about the wrestling industry in terms of just how turnarounds quick around here. It's hard line to toe, because if you love the business, they'll eat you alive for it, and if you don't, it's not going to seem worth it. And I think that speaks truth to a lot of industries, and it's just great. I really love this because it's so realistic, and now it's forced to just it's just crazy. Like, Danny has to be trying to go in one direction. It seems like it's going nowhere. He tries another one. Seems like it's going to go somewhere, but nope, you can turn around again or what have you. So great stuff. And I can't wait for the next issue. It's been a solid issue run. I mean, all 3 issues have been really great. Art-wise, I mean, it's still... it has this sort of charm to it all. I enjoyed it enough. But anyway, can't wait for the next issue. Next up is Island number 6. Another $8 comic this time around. It's been an interesting read, because this is sort of the Gael sort of issue from what I heard when I grabbed this. I mean, we have F. Cho, who worked on the intro art pages, Onta, the Bridge of Pride, the whole gay sort of animal story, which is interesting. I mean, his art style is really interesting in terms of how one of his characters look really feminine, and sometimes I'm like, is this really a gay comic that I'm reading, or is just she looks, or is it really a she? I looked up his site, I'm like, yep, now I know what he's into. But anyway, art is great in terms of just like anamorphic. I mean, it's not sort of my thing, but I'm cool that Island sort of showcases stuff, because it means there are people who are, into this stuff. So, good showcase. Anyway, next up we have Gael Bertrand. He was great in his land called Tarot. Part 1 was amazing. This time, same thing again. Total Dragon Age vibe, and it's the manga influence. We have also Katie Skelly, sort of like a a spread. Interesting stuff. I don't know where it's going. I mean, it's not sort of my style. And then we have a really psychedelic sort of crazy trip at the end to close off this issue by Sarah Horrocks, and it's interesting for sure. I definitely read it a few times, and it's just like, whoa, crazy stuff. But overall, it's been great. I mean, I sort of really hope that people get this stuff just to see different artists around. It really works. I mean, I love Gael. Gael? I don't know. He's from France. And Bertrand is just great. Can't wait to see a whole book done by him. It's just really great. His art is great. His silentness, I mean, it's just like total fantasy. The details are great. Coloring, also great stuff. Anyway, yeah, Island number 6. So that's it for this week's Comics Time. I hope you like what you got, because it's your money. And I always say, if you have any comments, advice, blah, 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 leave it down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is it for this week's Comics Time. Out!